Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick rant video. People are talking about content creation and just post content, just don't overthink it, just post. You never know what could happen. And yeah, there's different pros and cons with content creation. It definitely has its dips and flows, like mental health, the numbers, the viewership, things of that sort. Um, a lot of things, but I will say keep posting, batch create content, especially if you're not in the mood to always film, and especially if you're the kind of content creator that shows their face a lot, and that can take a lot of energy as well as getting ready, making sure you look good, and all these other sorts. Voiceover is another form of content creation, and I've noticed that you can be more consistent with that because you don't always have to be on the camera every time you go, every time you do content. um what else? I'm using filler words, guys. Criticism. The more you grow, or even in general, or if you're doing something that's something, people are going to talk. You have to learn how to take criticism, learning the difference between hating or haters and criticism, constructive criticism, and also using it to your advantage. It's not always a negative thing, even though it might sting your ego. It's always good to see the truth in what someone is saying, especially if you do see it within yourself. It's good to use it to your advantage because you have your admirers and you have your people that may not always like you, and that's fine. You need both to grow. So that's another aspect of it as well. But the numbers, especially if you put a lot of effort into your content and it doesn't get much viewership, it can sting the ego because, like, oh, I spent so much time. Oh, I spent an hour. I spent so many days editing this long form content or just content in general, and it's like, ah, slap in the face. But even if you do create those kind of content, you can still re-upload them, post them. It shouldn't go to waste. You shouldn't just post it once and hope that it does a lot. You can just post it, every now and then, re-upload that content. And even if your followers have seen it before, there's always going to be new eyes on your channel or video. So it's always good to repost the old content. Don't sleep on your old content. Don't underestimate your old content. There's so much that can happen. Even when you make content that you don't really expect to blow up, those usually, they be going up. Some of my videos that have gone up, even though I have planned it somewhat, it when you don't expect much from it, it goes up. So just create the content. It's all about perspective as well. It's already at 3 minutes. All about perspective. You can see it as content creation as a way of diary, like a diary, or just documentation of your life. And it's nice to look back at certain milestones or like things in your life when you're younger, or like, because it's nice to see, it's nice to document it. It's always good to see the positives in it. But yeah, that there's pros and cons for sure. The dips and flows, especially if you want to make it as your full-time income or full-time job. It has more, I don't know how to say it. You need more different sources of income. You don't want to always depend on content creation as the sole source, because if something happens, you're screwed. You're screwed. And you don't want that to happen. That's I'm also trying to build my audience. But yeah, make sure you have different streams of income. Of course, content creation can also go into different branches of what you want to do. But yeah, you just have to work smart. Work smart. Don't work hard. Don't see it as a chore. Just implement it in your daily life. But that was my little rant on the content creation. I'm sure there's way more. Tell me your thoughts down below or in the comment section. But yeah, that's my thoughts.